I just want to talk about an issue that's important to me that I don't really know is important to a lot of people in my generation. That is art. I don't know if my generation really appreciate what art is. I just want to talk about my favorite artist. And upon one of my three favorite mediums of art: novelization, painting, and my personal favorite, film. I love movies. Clive Barker. I think we take a look at Clive Barker's work, whether it's his paintings or his novels or the Books of Blood or the Hellraiser movies that he was involved in. The sequels got really bad, like most horror franchises do, let's be honest. Both of us have a cigar habit. It's just something that we deal with. But when you take a look at a Clive Barker painting or a film, sorry about that, a neighbor popped up. But whether it's a painting or a film or a novel or whatever, because he does all kinds of shit. Big fan of his novelizations as well as his films. I really like his paintings and his action figures, I really feel like Clive Barker, John Carpenter, and Wes Craven are really some of the biggest artists of the horror genre. And I really feel like I can just look at there's times where I just drank some wine, smoked a few cigars, and just looked at Clive Barker paintings for hours and listened to music, or read his book for hours, or watched his movies for hours. I had to put you on pause again because one of my homies showed up. Sorry, my friend Ron stopped by. Very wise man. You should listen to the older folks. They really know what they're talking about. Like I was saying, art is very important to our generation, to our culture. And when it comes to art, I think anything could be art. Film can be art, which is my favorite medium. I love movies. Studied film for ages, made my own shorts. I just love film. Paintings, writing. I love reading novels, When I was in school, people were like, why didn't you read? It's like, I read when I could read what I wanted to read. When I could read Stephen King, Clive Barker, autobiographies, stuff like science textbooks. That's another thing. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I suck at math. I'm gonna get a tutor in math. Even if the degree I want doesn't involve math, I want to learn it just because it's something I struggle with. But I love science. I watch science shows all the time and studies. I just love science, and I really want to learn to love math. Because math is important. It's just something I struggle with. I think math can be art. Science can be art. I like to write poetry. I might read some of my poems on YouTube. Or raps I made. Songs, whatever. It's one of those things. But like Clive Barker and Wes Craven. Wes Craven passed away. Gunnar Hansen. They're really good artists. As someone who took a few acting classes, acting is art. As someone who, sat down and talked with some wrestlers or indie wrestlers, pro wrestling, that's an art form. And I really hate when people call it fake because they don't understand the athleticism. They don't understand, you cannot only be an athlete, you gotta be athletic, or you gotta take physical punishment if you're not a good athlete, and you also gotta be an entertainer. It's a hard gig. Film is art, music is art. art's important, and I think Clive Barker, tackles a lot of issues, like in the Candyman movie. Gangs in Cabrini Green. That's something that was really happening. Or Wes Craven with Last House on the Left. He wanted to show, him and Sean S. Cunningham, who created Friday the 13th, would always see these man with no name westerns where people would get shot non-stop. And it wouldn't really show the effect of the violence, which Clint Eastwood did in Unforgiven, but at the time they didn't. Violence and crime, murder is a terrible thing. It's a messy thing. It's very messy, very terrible. And Wes Craven showed that. What we're drinking on today, sorry for the shaky cam, I'm shooting this on my phone again, is some Still Reserve. The Bum Beer. For bum beer, it's not bad. To be honest with you, I'm a middle class guy, so I can afford most of the popular beers. I don't know what it is, but I'd rather drink Still Reserve over Bud Light. Loud ass truck. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I'll drink Bud Light, but I'd rather drink Lone Star or Still Reserve or anything. Even, like, I spent $30 to $40 on a bottle of wine, and you know what? I preferred the bum wines, Wild Hour Shows, and Mad Dog over it. Although there are some Mad Dog flavors that are nasty. But, sometimes, it's just about the label. I'd rather drink a 40 of Still Reserve over a 40 of Bud Light. That's just me. The thing about Bud Light, Bud Light's a sponsor of UFC. I know guys who do mixed martial arts and grappling and sparring, and I've done sparring and I've done grappling. And let me tell you something, it's a tough sport. Those guys are not barbarians, those guys are not bad people. You know what, let me tell you something. That's another tough sport. You train and you spar and you do all this shit, and people try to say it's human cockfighting. That's an art form. Mixed martial arts is an art form. Martial arts in general is an art form. Look at boxing. Look at Muhammad Ali in boxing. He was an artist, man. Anyways, I'm rambling, but what I'm saying is, art is part of our culture, and it helps us evolve. So let's just start appreciating art more. This is Everett. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Like I said, I know in my past videos, people didn't like when I smoke. But, whenever I have a smoke break, I've been so busy whenever I have a smoke break, and I could shoot a video, I'll do it. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Have a great day.